Good morning, everyone. Coco here. I belong to Miss Bella, and I am back to tell you part 2 of our story, Philip's Best Day Ever. If you remember yesterday, Philip and his class were supposed to go on a big day at the park, but they had studied about how the end of time was coming, and Philip was worried about something. So he went in during recess to ask Mrs. Marshall a question. He knocked on the door. Mrs. Marshall said, "Can I help you, Philip?" Philip's knees shook a little as he approached her desk. He didn't know how to ask his question, but he knew he needed an answer. With sweaty palms and a dry throat, he finally got the words out. "Mrs. Marshall, do you think Jesus will come tomorrow?" he asked. Mrs. Marshall looked at Philip. Next, she set her red pen aside from grading papers and cleared her throat. "Philip, I honestly don't know the answer to your question, but if Jesus should come tomorrow, it will be the best day of our lives." Philip's mouth flew open. "How can you say that, Mrs. Marshall? We would miss all the fun planned for tomorrow's outing." "You're right, Philip," she agreed. "We would miss the train ride through the park and all the animals, even the brownies and great food." Philip continued to stare at Mrs. Marshall. She continued, "But we would have something better. We wouldn't be riding on a train or a carousel, but we might be riding on a cloud, visiting other planets in our solar system, such as Jupiter or Mars or Saturn. And as far as the animals are concerned, none of them would be in cages in heaven. We would be able to get to pet lions and feed tigers. Oh, and here's the best part. All of us could eat our lunch from the tree of life, where there will be all kinds of fruit, maybe even mangoes as big as watermelons." Philip's frown turned into a huge grin. He loved mangoes. He tried to imagine a mango as big as a watermelon. "You know what?" he said. "Heaven sounds better than your outing. But you left out what I would call the best part." Mrs. Marshall's eyebrows rose. "And what might that be?" "We would get to spend all the time we want with Jesus," he said excitedly. Mrs. Marshall smiled and agreed with Philip's answer. All right, you guys have a good day, and we will be back tomorrow with more stories with Macy and Friends. Love you.